Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincey and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincey.
And your other host, Justin.
And we're breaking tradition today. The stores are insane. We didn't get coffee and tea. We went with what was in the house.
I have a Pepsi.
He did pour it in a mug, though.
I did pour it in a mug.
And I have cranberry juice because my kidneys hurt.
My whole body hurts. Cranberry ain't gonna save me.
No, but it tastes delicious. So
I don't know how you guys... When I had to do it, it was terrible.
you should still do it. But...
I should still do it. I do cran grape just because it has all that extra vitamin E and all that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't do straight cranberry anymore.
I like it. I don't like cranberry sauce out of the can, though. That's like the only cranberry thing I don't like.
Now, see, I don't mind cranberry sauce. I just have to...
Homemade cranberry sauce I'll eat. The stuff out of the can I don't like.
Oh, the can? Okay. Well, yeah. But, I have a vintage Pepsi. It's delicious.
Vintage meaning I bought it like a week ago.
Let's see. When was it made? Oh, it doesn't show.
It's in a can.
Well, yeah, I know, but
From
usually they show a made by date.
It's not even a throwback can.
It's not even in a throwback can.
So it's a bit of a lighter week for news, purely because the world has come to a crawl.
God damn, we're losing a lot.
Well, and now America is the number one place with the most cases.
Confirmed cases.
So, hopefully things will start to get back to normal a little bit. You're starting to see Italy's numbers are dropping, China's numbers are dropping, other countries are fighting it off pretty well. Parts of the U.S. are fighting it off pretty well. So hopefully the world will start to kind of get rolling again and we can get more news in some of these future episodes. But for now, it's a bit lighter.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, people are playing Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing, so you have those who are, I feel safe playing this, or Rip and Tear.
I really want to play Eternal. There was a complaint I heard about Animal Crossing where it like saves the island you pick to your console or something like that.
Oh,
say we had a Switch and Lauren went and started a game, we are now stuck on that. I would never get to pick an island.
Okay, then I'd be like, you pick the island, I'll just chill on the fucking back burner.
It's just weird to save it to the console rather than making it like a per file thing. So, before we get too far into news and stuff like that, though, let's talk about last week's movies.
Yes, I fell asleep.
If you want to call them that.
So I fell asleep during the first one, which was the Mystery Science Theater 3K, both of these. The first one was Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders. I kept zoning in and out, and in my halfway lucidity, I was catching bits and pieces, but I wasn't all there. Oh. I forced myself to rewatch it. Well, not force myself, but I told myself to rewatch it because, I've got to talk about it. And even in my half lucid state compared to full lucid state, I don't think I missed too much. There were some really good jokes that I missed, but other than that, holy crap! How did those guys do it?
I don't know. And I think they weren't even getting paid all that much.
Yeah, they were just chilling.
Originally, the show started on basic cable.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't it have no pull? It was on at 2 a.m. and shit.
They built the sets themselves. If you pay attention, I do believe the Millennium Falcon's on part of either part of the satellite or part of one of the doors, or something like that, because it was just random shit they found they could glue together and paint silver and stuff like that. The robots are made out of things like a gumball machine and a bowling alley pin, because it's just they built what they could.
And I mean, it all works well for their benefit.
No, it actually looks really good.
But the movie itself, bad. If it didn't have the Mystery Science Theater
commentary,
crew, I guarantee you I'd be like, Quincy, just let me die.
You said you wanted to watch bad movies.
I did, and I wanted to lean more toward the newer sets, such as Sausage Party, Emoji Movie.
You keep saying that, but I have heard nothing but good things about Sausage Party.
I mean,
So that's why I'm confused on that one.
Okay.
As for Emoji Movie, yeah, I hear that shit.
okay, Emoji Movie and what the fuck was the other one?
So we had a mic mess up,
Big one.
and we
Probably.
lost a lot of the episode.
Okay, so we were talking about bad movies. I don't even think at that time we were talking about the movies that we had seen last week.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and hit that again real quick.
All right, first one. Merlin's Shop of Mystical Horror. Oh. I am like, as soon as I hit delete on what we were getting rid of, my mind just was just like,
Oh
yeah, we gotta talk about. We have to talk about tonight's movies, Eldritch Horrors. Okay, cool. Yeah.
No, Merlin's.
Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders, and it's the MST3K set because it was bad movies, but at least we were going to be entertained through it. And then the second movie was Space Mutiny, etc., etc. And you had asked me what one of my favorite lines from it was. I told you from Space Mutiny it was all the names.
Brick, hard cheese. Roll, fizzle beef. Big, make large, huge. Bob Johnson. Wait.
Those names just they just kept coming. And then the one from the Merlin Shop was at the very beginning when the woman was fucking with the Ouija board. One got it just slid right underneath the carpet, and it made me chuckle. But at this point, I can't remember it. And we were going through riff tracks because I said, "Hey, I like this stuff," and Quincy went down an entire a pretty big list.
I'll just hit some of the big ones.
Yeah, the big ones.
So they've got the whole Matrix franchise. They've got most of the Marvel, all the Harry Potter. They've got Born Identity, Eon Flux.
Ooh,
it's a rough.
Now
one.
hold on. If they can make that movie entertaining, I'm down.
Fantastic Four 2, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Most of the Transformers franchise.
I can fuck with the Transformers series.
Terminator Salvation.
I don't know if I can fuck with that.
Most of the Star Trek movies, the originals.
Okay.
The Grudge.
Ooh. Okay. You got me. I might lean in toward that one.
Drag Me to Hell.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Lauren likes it, but it's not good. It's Sam Raimi. He did a movie with Justin Long, and I don't know the lady's name.
It's spooky, scary.
She basically has to turn down a loan or something like that to a gypsy who then curses her to go to hell. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry you're a liability. I can't give you money. Well, curse on you.
The Island of Dr. Moreau.
I'm sorry, that was racist.
A little bit. Point Break. Godzilla 98.
Oh, so that's a lot of fish.
Cocktail, Roadhouse, Anaconda. So there's a lot in there. They've even started to do TV shows. So they did a couple episodes of Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
So the first season of Game of Thrones.
And then you even talked about their live shows.
Yeah, so they do live shows where you can go to Regal Cinemas and watch it. And if they're not in your city, you can go to Regal and watch a live stream of it.
And that's super cool.
But if they're in your city, you can go and actually see them up there on stage riffing a movie while it's going on.
But they won't come to Las Vegas.
Probably not.
Like AFI.
Yeah. Oh, they did do Jurassic World.
Oh, then I would like to watch that one.
And Mothra. Oh, they even did the first season of Daredevil.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're getting into doing a lot more TV shows than I thought.
Ooh, that actually sounds really interesting.
So, they did Street Fighter.
I want to watch that one.
Keep your God!
I got the one word to say to you, Bison! And then just his reaction of... there was supposed to be something in between there. I don't understand. What does that mean?
Oh, you know what? I think I found the way to get Lauren to watch Solo. They did Solo.
Don't patronize that movie.
I liked the movie.
I liked it too, but don't patronize it on her behalf.
Batman vs Superman.
Now that one I can't help but tell that's bad.
And they're cheap. So it's $3.99 per thing because it's just the recording.
Yeah, it's just a recording of their side. It's not going to be the movie and this. What I'm hoping in the near future they can do is work some kind of agreement with whatever streaming service has most of those, and bundle it up to where it syncs up automatically with it.
So some of the B-list movies they've actually gone through, and on Prime you can buy some of the B-list movies with the riff tracks on it.
Now, see, that's helpful.
But it's only like the B-list things.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
I mean,
big stuff. The cool thing is,
saying.
though, is the app uses the speaker on your phone. It doesn't work the greatest, and sometimes you got to play with it, but it uses the speaker on your phone to listen to the movie and sync up to it.
We tried doing that during Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was a little rough, a little fucky.
It was a little fucky, but when it worked, it worked.
Yeah, the other thing is if you aren't using your phone or don't want to try to use that, when you are doing it, they have a character they call Disembodio, and basically it's a robotic voice that says a section of the movie, and it's to let you know if you're on point with the movie. During the room, though, they make Disembodio more of a character than just that, and so it's like they see like the sex scenes in the room, and it makes his cousin not want to get married. He says life's over and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I kind of want to watch that one. There's a couple I want to watch at this
There's
point.
some really good ones out there. So definitely go check those guys out. And if you happen to have ever come across one of their recordings illegally, they say, that's fine. We have a donate section on our page. Make it right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, I mean, there was a couple free ones you mentioned on there, yeah?
Yeah, there's a few free ones. So let me just...
Because there was one that I said I would do tomorrow because I know it's on Netflix.
Starship Troopers,
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious 4,
Okay.
and Sixth Sense are the free ones.
I would definitely do Sixth Sense.
I
mean, Starship Troopers probably later on in life.
So when it comes to what we could do...
Oh, you already have a bunch, don't you?
Yeah, we already own a bunch. So we own Deathly Hallows Part 1, Starship Troopers, Fast and the Furious, New Moon, Iron Man, The Sixth Sense, Batman and Robin, Sorcerer's Stone, Spider-Man, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, because Star Trek V, The Final Frontier was free for a little bit.
Oh.
So, yeah, they're a lot of fun. And now they've got like the full Jurassic Park franchise on there. They've even got all the way up to Fallen Kingdom now.
Good. Yeah, okay. So. These guys like doing this, it seems.
Yes and no. There's some movies that they're just like, how many are there in this franchise?
Oh.
Like, they're not a fan of Harry Potter. They hate Quidditch. They think Quidditch is like the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I also do too. You catch a golden flying bird and you win.
Yeah. You couldn't do it.
Huh?
I said you couldn't do it.
I'm not saying I can. It's just a dumb fucking game.
So,
I mean, it's no better than fucking Polo, but...
Yeah, I've never played Polo, so I've never played Quidditch either. You know, you can watch people play Quidditch. They like have like groups at colleges that do Quidditch. It's people running around with brooms between their legs.
Quincy already have depression. I don't need any more.
I think a person plays the snitch and you have to catch him.
Never gonna catch me.
So, yeah, we did bad movies like you wanted, so there are some bad movies for you.
But if it didn't have the MST3K gents doing it, I don't think I would have swam through them. But I'm glad you showed me these. Yeah. They were very fun. I'll admit, sleeping through most of the first one was a hard trip, but I'm glad that...
And that's Lauren's favorite one that she slept through.
It's been a really rough month.
Yeah, I know. They also did Fist of Fury, which is one I like. It's Bruce Lee.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, that's an MS23K one.
Yeah,
so.
And then tonight's Eldritch Horror.
Yeah, tonight we're doing some H.P. Lovecraft movies. We're going to go with Castle Freak, which is The Outsider, I think is what the book was called. And we're doing Reanimator. Just the first Reanimator. We're not doing the sequels. We're going to watch them, though, in a little bit of a different way. To kind of keep with the funness that was MS23K. Do you remember Joe Bob Briggs' Monster Vision on TNT? No. So they would show horror movies on TNT. And he's the guy that would talk about them before and after commercial breaks. Before you went back into the movie. Kind of like Chicken Fried Movie or whatever it was called.
Crypt Keeper.
Not exactly Crypt Keeper, no.
Well, okay.
These are for movies, not things made for it, like Crypt Keeper was.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, so it's a guy that talks about them and gives you facts on the movies and stuff. Well, Shudder brought him back and made him a thing again and made his show. Okay. And Castle Freak and Reanimator are both available through that. So you still get the full movie, but you get some information on the movie too. Plus, he tells really funny jokes.
Okay.
So, let's move on to the news.
All right.
before our mics fuck up again.
Shit. We lost 13 minutes of audio, and I about killed myself mentally as soon as I saw it all dip. But I'm glad I checked it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I checked it. So you are a fan of Evil Dead.
Yes.
You are a fan of Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
What would you say if Ash Williams went to Mortal Kombat?
Groovy. Sorry, I felt like that one was a little too...
Yeah, come on, you can do it.
Groovy. He's already in Dead by Daylight, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But apparently there was a little bit of a leak middle of last year, that said that he was going to be a part of the first Combat Pack. Nothing happened on that, and now I guess there's a second leak that could potentially lean toward it. A few visual files and all that, and a few things on the website, on the actual website, did showcase an Ash Williams versus Evil Dead. Ash versus Evil Dead.
Ash versus Evil Dead. Okay,
that's it.
Yeah.
That styling of it, not old. There might be an alternative costume. Hard to say, but I'm all for it. I'm super curious on his.
Well, you got to figure they've already figured in a shotgun into the game. They all they have to do is pull the stuff from the Terminator over for the boomstick moves. So that makes it easy.
Either that, or maybe something. Maybe it's gonna have like a good combo set, because reusing things is a bit of, I don't want to call it a no-no in the fighting game community, but it's gonna look really choppy. It's gonna not look. It's gonna be like.
Well, no, I'm just because with the shotgun,
reskin.
The shotgun is just part of. It's not part of the combos or anything like that.
You're right. It's
saying,
more zoning. I get it.
Yeah. So I'm saying that's something where it's like it's less work they have to do.
Sure, I could see that.
But I like that other concept. The other rumored one is RoboCop. How do you feel about that?
He already looks stiff. I don't know how he'd be, and
he'd be a very slow character.
I feel like he'd be like a Kotal Khan that's slower.
Yeah, because he walks very, you know.
Yeah. So. Now Judge Dredd.
Dredd would be cool.
Dredd would be nice.
I don't know what's going on with Dredd. I know they're making new comics still, but there's no talks to do new movies or anything. So, the thing with Ash coming into this, there's been talks that they're working on an Evil Dead game. So this could be something that they're like, well, once the game's ready to be announced or something.
You think NetherRealm could be giving a little bit of a nudge toward that community?
Maybe. I mean, I doubt NetherRealm's one making the game.
Oh no, of course not. But they have loaned out a few people to do other projects. So
who owns Starz, the movie channel? Any clue? Because I know HBO is owned by AT&T. Lionsgate, so it's Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, Lionsgate's not Warner Brothers. Sorry.
Is Lionsgate independent?
I don't remember. Click on it.
Oh, clicking on it.
I'm thinking Lionsgate might be Universal. Epix. Maybe it is independent. Okay, so Lionsgate owns it, so I don't think Lionsgate has a gaming company. Because my thought process, they've made video games.
They made the Power Rangers game that's going to be coming out on Game Pass.
It's already out.
And Blair Witch.
And one of the Friday Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
So what company did Blair Witch? Let's kind of see if we can follow this thread real quick. Unreal Engine Blubber Team. Bloober Team. Okay, I don't know who that is.
They were
Observer, Layers of Fear. Okay.
They did some good projects, but yeah, no, this is all independent stuff.
Okay, so then it's not NetherRealm.
Well, I mean, I'm
connection.
just saying, yeah, but
NetherRealm still could be helping push. I was just wondering if maybe because the reason I'm asking about Starz is that's where the Army of Darkness show was, or the Evil Dead show was. Starz.
People loving that demo.
Are they? I haven't played it yet. I haven't downloaded it yet. They've got the demo for the other one too.
What?
The mini game that's coming with it, where you play either survivors or the guy that's sending shit in.
Oh, I don't know. I played the OG. It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
The reason I was asking though is because if it was if it was owned by Warner Brothers like HBO is, then it would make sense because Warner Brothers owns NetherRealm.
Yeah. Okay, that would make sense too. But I mean, people can just shuffle over and give a hand just because they need help.
It's just, it was more my thought was with him showing up in NetherRealm. In a NetherRealm game. Okay. NetherRealm wouldn't necessarily want to promote someone else's game, but you never know.
I worded it weird.
Deals could be made.
Yeah. So. But I'm all for more content for Mortal Kombat 11. I enjoy it. I played a little bit of it a little under a week ago, and I was hammering at it. It's a good solid game.
I went back to 10 just for some Xbox Rewards stuff. The fighting in 10 wasn't bad, and so I quickly got right back into it and was doing fatalities, no problem, stuff like that. I don't really see... I suck at fighting games, and I don't understand why people need the easy fatality tokens. Did I ever tell you about when Terry Bogard got put into Smash?
No. Okay. When he got placed into Smash, you do his motions, and they come out a little bit strong. Not a lot stronger, but like they'll do more pushback or otherwise. There was a lot, I don't want to say a lot, but there was enough complaints on the forums that says, yeah, we're not fighting game aficionados. We don't know how to do these motions. We're just simple forward A or... And I'm just like, this is a strange tide that shifted.
Yeah.
To where the game that he's from, there's motions called pretzel motions to do moves. And you guys can't do quarter circles? Come on.
I mean, I suck. And I even suck at Smash. But I enjoy playing Mortal Kombat a lot because of the story. But I went back and I was playing 10 and I went, why was there all the... Like, yeah, it was fucked up for NetherRealm and Warner Brothers to charge people for the easy fatality token. That was fucking stupid.
Yes.
But why did you need them? Was what I more came up with. Because if I suck and I can do this, what the hell? But no, I've been enjoying 11. 10 will get uninstalled again just because I only installed it for the rewards thing. As where 11 is probably going to stay on the console for a while. So... I don't see myself going away from it anytime soon.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot this week. I've been packing myself up with just things to keep my mind off of other things. I've been doing a little bit of writing. I watched a little bit of Harley Quinn on a DC channel.
Oh, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's very good. I like it. It's a reimagining in certain ways, but it's entertaining. A few of the jokes hit in that right of spot. It's, what if BoJack Horseman wasn't depressing all the goddamn time and actually lived up their funny moments? That would be Harley Quinn.
See, I didn't get into BoJack. I've tried. I think we're through the first season now.
It got too much for me. For someone who's living through it without having like that high life, yeah, fuck you. I don't want to watch that. It doesn't suit me. And for the last season, when he finally gets his up and comings, I'm just like, it's too long to get to that then. I don't care. But I watched a few episodes of that. I'm down for it. So Quincy, you're not too big a fan of battle royales, but you enjoy them for the most part, right?
We're talking like Fortnite, things like that.
Sure.
They're alright. Okay. I don't have any installed right now. There's none I'm playing.
And I know you don't really like racing games.
Yeah.
What if you combine the two?
It's called Twisted Metal.
Okay. What if it was just cars? No Demolition Derby, but you added a Battle Royale style into a racing game.
Doesn't sound nearly as cool as Twisted Metal.
Believe it or not, for 6 hours this morning, that's all I've been doing.
Okay.
In Forza Horizon 4, there is a Battle Royale mode where you have to race from point A to point B. And whoever gets there first wins. The loser gets eliminated.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it is just the most fun.
But it's just like a race.
Pretty much. For some odd reason, for some ungodly reason, you get upgraded cars and you drive across this very vast map. And it just feels so goddamn clean. Go off-roading, try and cut a good shortcut. Try and make the quickest path possible to that point B.
Yeah.
It works.
I feel like my issue with that would be there's going to be the people that have learned the maps.
Believe it or not, even if you learn the maps, you hook a corner wrong, you're already spiraling.
Yeah, but I'm more saying they're going to know all the shortcuts that the new people don't know. That's going to suck.
Here's the other thing. It's an open map. There's no distinction of angle. You just go.
Well, it sounds interesting, but I suck at racing games. Racing games and fighting games are my 2 weak points. I don't know that I would try it. Now, they bring Twisted Metal back.
Oh, yeah.
I'd get into Twisted Metal again.
I'd ride with Twisted Metal. You ever play Twisted Metal Black?
I haven't played Twisted Metal since it was on PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation. It was on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
It was fine, and they tried doing a lot of too many new things, in my opinion.
Okay.
If they tried to redo Black, I can foresee them probably upgrading it, making it better. But yeah, I would like Twisted Metal.
I feel like
Vigilante 8 was the other one.
I feel like what they would have to do would be they'd probably have to do like build your own vehicle.
Yeah.
Pick out your own weapons and whatnot.
That would be a nice idea.
It gets very battle bots of it. Go ahead. You want to talk about people being pissed off about fighting games? So
it's so bizarre. So, Nintendo Direct had a mini today. They announced a few things. Xenoblade gets an update or an HD. Goon was yelling about it. And then we had Bravely Default 2 got announced. He's hyped for that too. It's another JRPG. That's what Nintendo loves doing those. Mm-hmm. And to be frank, they sell amazingly. Sword and Shield gets an expansion pass. Looks pretty good. New Pokemon are being introduced with it, which is an interesting concept. And then Smash kind of got a hint that someone from... I'm going to say it, and I'm probably going to get ridiculed by probably 2 or 3 people that are going to listen to this.
You're reporting the news, so it's not like you went to Nintendo and said, this is what I want.
Fair enough.
So if they want to ridicule, they can come find me.
But no, this is the reason why, is because I call it a failure. It is a failed game. ARMS is a failed game.
Well, I mean, did it fail? So, I mean, if it failed, then it's a failed game.
Let's see.
Bet you it failed.
Let's see. Let's go see how many copies this motherfucker sold.
Doesn't even tell us. Oh, wait, there you go. 2.1 million.
That's not bad. It sold 100,000 copies in the first week in Japan and debuted #1 of all-time sales charts. Okay, I just don't feel like it did well.
So because you haven't heard about it, is that what you're basing it off of?
It kind of took the back seat to a lot of things, probably about the time that it was released. It was about when the Switch was... I know the Switch already came out, and then shortly after that was when ARMS kind of slid in. I had heard about ARMS, but I was like, this seems kind of weird. And then it never mentioned itself again. I remember hearing about it at an E3, and then nothing. But apparently one of the characters is going to be in Smash. And a lot of people aren't really feeling it. They're saying there are a lot of other characters who could be in it. Like Knights or, another Sonic character. They were throwing a lot of different ideas that were just saying anything is better than this.
What Sonic characters have they had?
Sonic.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, throw Knuckles in, throw maybe Tails.
And Knuckles. You're right. Throwing another one might be an idea, but then again, Nintendo has a lot of handshakes with a lot of different companies. You can bring in a lot of different characters, especially when you're bringing in Joker from Persona, Terry from SNK. You have a lot at your disposal, Nintendo. If you want to make another handshake, make it happen. I believe in you guys. You guys are literally making fighting game characters happen.
Here's the thing for you. ARMS is getting a graphic novel through Dark Horse Comics.
Huh.
I guess people like it enough for that.
Okay. All right. All right. Fine.
It's got a 77 out of 100 on Metacritic.
Yeah. It from what I'm gathering, it wasn't bad. Like, they wanted to do another Punch-Out, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
But having springy arms and very, very, I don't want to call it complicated, but very overly done mechanics for, like, the motion controls. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. When we were watching the trailer, I was like, that's a lot to try and figure out just how to get a hook. I don't even know how well it works. Because you have to extend arm and then turn. You have to rotate the Joy-Con to get a hook.
Yeah, like...
I just whipped. I just fucking whipped at the table.
Well, yeah, there could be more characters, but the thing is they're not going to load up every fighting pass with AAA the characters, because if they do that, then...
And then we get another Piranha Plant.
Okay, well, I know what you're talking about, Piranha Plant.
Okay.
What I'm saying, though, is like they're not going to fill every fighter pack with AAA characters, because if they fill it with AAA characters every single time, they're kind of limiting themselves to how many fighter packs they can do. As where they can use other fighter packs where it's like, hey, get some of these shittier guys, yeah, but then you get these like 2 really big guys, you know? They have to use the big guys more to sell the fighter packs.
Yeah, but then again, I want people to get what they're paying for.
Is one character not being someone you like make it not worth it?
I don't know. As far as being the first one released, Piranha Plant wasn't bad. Personally, if I paid for the fighter pack and I got that, after seeing his move list, I'd be like, it's fine and fair. You know, I'm not expecting big. But then immediately after that, we get... who was the second one released? Was it Banjo? No, it wasn't Banjo. Who was the fucking second one released?
But what does it matter what order they come out in? If you're buying the pack, you're getting them all.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as far as noticing it, as far as being like, oh, I got a Piranha Plant. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. You know, it super interesting. Oh no, it was just Joker. Yeah, no, it was just Joker was the first one. I guess the other one was just an individual pack. Interesting. But yeah, June 2020, a fighter from ARMS, and then we get 5 more for it.
And how much is the pack?
$5.99 for one.
For one character or for one pack?
For one character.
How much?
Well,
it's
it's a pack, so it comes with the character, tracks, and a stage.
How much for all the characters?
Oh, $25 for the fighter pass.
Scroll up and see if this other one has it.
30.
30. Okay. So then the other characters just have to be worth $30. And at $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, if you buy them each separate. So they just have to be worth... Yeah.
30. So it is worth... So it's you saved $1 off each one.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, basically. By getting the ARMS guy, if the other 5 are worth it, you're saving $1.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's just, I don't know how this is going to be received. That's all I'm saying. Because also, he's going to have range game like a motherfucker.
I mean, I probably wouldn't even do the fighter packs personally. I'd probably just buy the ones I want.
Here's the Piranha. He is not included in the fighter pass. Okay. But, I don't, there's so many. When Terry got fucking announced, I got so hyped.
Yeah, I'd probably buy Banjo. And so far, I think that's probably it. Maybe Terry.
Joker?
I didn't play Persona. We watched the trailer when it came out, and I mean, he looks cool, but I didn't play Persona, so.
Okay. Fair enough. But I just want to mention that. There's my Forza shit. I also beat Borderlands 3.
Congrats.
Yeah, I now want to play the DLC. The game is super fun. I want to just stick with it.
Did you do all the side shit or just main story?
A vast majority. There was a character I know Lauren's gonna enjoy. Borman Nates.
Okay.
Borman Nates.
Oh, good.
Norman Bates.
Oh, Norman Bates. Gotcha.
There you go. He drops a couple interesting weapons A cutter, something called something cutter, because it can variance, of course, of name. The prefixes can usually change, but the last part's the cutter where it goes. I think it's the red text is. Formulates weapons.
Now, what I find interesting, because you just did the thing, I'm assuming you're making a
Psycho Stabber and Cutsman.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're all horror movie themes.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that one's okay. What's the other one?
Cutsman is Little Android Man Born Without a Soul.
Okay.
And then the Sawbar is Suppressing Fires, but that's because of another thing.
Okay, so that one just says Okay. Do you know what the actual sound is for Friday the 13th?
Friday the...
Yeah. So what it is it's one of the guys that was doing the sound stuff on it took the kill and mommy from the whole, like, kill and mommy. The whole her losing her mind thing.
Uh-huh.
And so it's the k and the ma from kill and mama. So it's k. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, it certainly doesn't come off that way.
No, but yeah, it's cool to kind of see where these things come from. So, but you happy with how the game ended?
I'm happy with the game ending. I'm happy with all the Easter eggs that me and Goon have run into. If you're down to go back through it, I'm down to go back through it. I'm going through it again as Mose. It has replayability, and I like that. Super curious to know if with the season pass, if we're gonna get any of the extra characters, if they happen to come out. As of today, right now, they just did the deal, the season pass launch of the Hammerlock and Jacob's wedding, and the level cap increased from 53 to 57. So it's 4 extra levels of fun.
I hate uneven level caps.
Were you mad when they did the turn it up to 11, so they made it from 60 to 61?
No, because that's funny, because it's Spinal Tap.
Okay.
But, like, it's not even that I have anything, like, no serious reason. I just don't like that it's uneven. It's just weird.
I think that,
you know?
Well, it was more for balancing, I'm sure. But I'm right there with you.
Right.
Having weird numbers is a bit of a strange thing. But
I hated the level cap on Outer Worlds.
What was it, 68?
No, it's way low.
Really? I forget.
It's way, way low.
I just remember I beat the game before I even hit max, so I
was doing all the side shit.
I did most of the side shit. It's just I wasn't getting it.
I did all of the side shit.
Yeah. There was a few things I couldn't do because I closed myself out of it.
Oh yeah, no.
Because I may or may not have killed about 90% of the board. Spoilers.
But that's the thing. You shouldn't be getting to them until you've already done all the side shit if you did it the right way. I still intend it at 30.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was 30.
Wow.
I still intend to do my playthrough where I kill everyone I meet.
I did that. It made me feel really bad because there was a couple people, as soon as I killed them, I saw that, failed mission. I was like,
well, yeah, it'll be a different character. I'm not gonna...
Yeah, but it was just so strange that I was like, I killed someone who had something.
I'm going to do that in Fallout as well.
Yeah.
I'm go through and kill every single fucker.
There is a... Damn it. There was a boss that made me go, oh, yeah. I can't find it. Whatever. But, it was a homage to, Destiny. It was like Dinkbot, I believe. There it is. Dinklebot.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know he's not the voice of Ghost anymore, right?
Yeah.
In fact, they got rid of him actually in 1 and redid the lines.
Yeah. But it was a funny thing, and it drops an Ingram-styled thing.
Gotcha.
And you gotta go to Crazy Earl to get it fixed up.
I was playing some Destiny 2 recently, actually.
So you have. Are you
Yeah.
having fun with it?
I enjoy it. James bought me Forsaken.
Oh.
Yeah, so now I get to cry.
Oh yeah, because that's the one where Kate.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I've already passed that part at least.
Yeah. Okay.
So
good.
now it's all the Avenge stuff, but it's a DLC that's practically the size of a game.
I've heard.
It's one of those.
I've heard the raid is fucking immersive.
So the problem is I don't have enough players for a raid.
What is it? 6?
It's 6, and there's 3 of us that play regularly. So we'd have to get in with 3 randos. And considering raids are so difficult and so long, getting 3 randos that aren't going to fucking bounce out or be shit is a pain in the ass. They do have something I really like, though, called Gambit. Have you played Gambit at all?
That's their variant of strikes, right? Oh, no. That's the one where you have 2 teams on border walls that send enemies over.
Yeah, and you can also pass through every now and then and shoot the other team to kind of set them back a little bit. It's actually really fun and kind of a cool new take on something. Because we were playing Crucible.
It's like Angry Volleyball, where instead of spiking the ball, you spike yourself over and say, I'm here with a gun.
Yeah, pretty much.
A golden gun.
Because we were playing Crucible, and I was like, I fucking hate Crucible.
I loved Crucible. It's just I never had any good gear, so I was always getting fucked.
No, I mean, I don't enjoy it. It was funny because when me and James had actually started playing Crucible, I was like, I hate Crucible, and he goes, come on, just play it a little bit. And the first match, I had the most kills. And he goes, so you're doing good. And I went, I didn't say I wasn't good. I said I hated it.
Yeah.
There's a difference between the two things. I'm not that bad at Crucible. I don't enjoy it, though.
Yeah, no. There's very few shoot-'em-up games, first persons, that I would actually go back and play right now.
It's not even so much that, because like regular Destiny I enjoy. It's the online portion that I don't.
The PvP.
Yeah. The same stuff that I got burnt out on with Call of Duty after a while. The stuff that I hated about Halo. You know, I liked the campaigns on Halo. I just never got into the online play. It's just not my thing. So
understandable.
We watched a trailer today for a new show.
Solar Opposites.
What do you think of this?
It is very much Rick and Morty without the pretentiousness, if you want to call it that. I do enjoy. I enjoy the animation, and I mean, all of it's gonna drop at once on what was it?
Hulu.
On Hulu on May 8th. Now, I'm always down for dropping things so we can binge watch, but give us a couple days, like every Monday and Thursday, maybe.
Yeah.
2 every week would be nice. If you drop it all at once, you just blew your whole entire load.
Yeah.
I mean,
but think about how long it takes him to. You know, never mind, because of how long it takes him to make shows. Sometimes it just furthers that he should have
spaced it. Yeah. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are people who are going to be like, I'll throw it on my list. And then wait a while, and then watch it. But,
and there's people like me and Lauren who are only on the 2nd season of Disenchantment.
Yeah. And
So,
there's 3? Right
3
now?
seasons, yeah.
Yeah. And, I mean, you guys have plans on watching it.
Yeah. We enjoy it. It's just
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, this show looks good. It looks very Rick and Morty.
It's very much got a character in it that still kind of gives me a Rick feel.
Yeah. Oh,
Rick
yeah.
Feel.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be very, very messed up. It's going to have the aliens that are doing alien things. I don't see a problem with it. It seems very safe for Justin Roiland.
Yeah, I'll definitely give it a chance because I enjoy Rick and Morty. I just don't enjoy how long it takes sometimes for us to get what we want. So
give me what I want.
Give me what I want. That's not what I want.
That's not what I want. So I like Steam. I like Steam a lot. Steam is holding a few sales that I kind of want to mention, and one of which is called the Dark Cult Bundle.
I think there's a theme tonight.
I think there is a theme tonight. But the Dark Cult Bundle is $36.29 for 5 games. And you might be saying, well, that's still kind of expensive. Hang on. There's some pretty big games in here. Blasphemous, a nice 2D platformer that is very much a self-penitive gentleman who can't quite help but keep fucking up whether or not he wants to, but because he has to. It is very much a I put on a crown of thorns for myself, not for anyone else. And it's a very uncomfortable game at times.
Gotcha.
There is a good ending and a very bad ending.
So some of the other ones that are on this list is the Outlast games.
Outlast 2, not Outlast 1.
Oh, sorry, just Outlast 2.
Yes.
I kind of like the whole culty thought, and it was definitely enough to get me to look at the game. My issue is I don't like just running.
Yeah, that's fine and fair. I can agree with that one. Darkest Dungeon, however, is on this. One of my favorite games of all time. A good time waster, but at the same time, it really envelops you in. So you got to be there.
I really like Darkest Dungeon, and I wish it would go on sale on the Xbox because I would get it on my Xbox in a second.
Yeah,
that's one of those games that I would gladly own on multiple things.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, a time management game called The Shrouded Isle: Sunken Sins. It's a little bit higher up for like Lovecraftian, but really lower in for gameplay because it's more time management, money management, people management. There isn't much for, who, what, where's. It's very... Do you sacrifice a person this season just to make sure you get something that works out your way?
Well, I mean, the crops. You gotta say the crops.
Is it the crops? Or, I don't know. Sure, go for it.
Did you play This Is the Police?
No.
That one's very time management. Making sure things are done the right way.
And then the last one of it is The Church in the Darkness. This one's
Looks
very
interesting.
It is very heavy in the hands of religious cult over Lovecraftian cult. It's top-down isometric. This seems to be a heavy style of game making for like the last couple of years. What with Divinity, Original Sin 2, Baldur's Gate, original sets, like all of that.
Tropico.
This isometric style seems to be the way to go. But it has what apparently seems to be a very strong story of a person just trying to infiltrate this to get someone out. You and your nephew move David in the South African jungle, sneak in the community, find out what's going on, and try to get the best ending you can. Not very immersive with how you're explaining that, but I appreciate it. But it looks good. I would dig into this. This is the only game, this one here, The Church in the Darkness, is the only game I do not own. And if you own parts of this bundle, so let's say you already have Outlast 2, it'll pull that away and deduct it from the total cost of the bundle.
That's cool.
So
I like that.
I'm very much appreciative of that. But I would recommend this bundle all the same.
So altogether, it's $36.29.
Yeah.
It should be what, like almost $200?
$110.
Oh, $110. Okay.
So I mean, shit, that's a great deal. Oh yeah. And then there's an Avalanche sale. I might as well just quickly talk about it. Rage 2 on sale for 70% off at $18. Just Cause 4 complete edition for $21. Mad Max for $4. I recommend that.
Reminds me,
Yes.
there's talks with the creator of Mad Max that, because we still haven't gone the sequel to Fury Road, and it's looking like it might not ever happen.
Yeah.
He's talking that he's up to do a prequel, but a spin-off to follow a different character before the events of Fury Road. Mad Max very much makes that franchise.
You're right. And so I'm wondering if it follows anyone, who, and if it's the Furiosa, it's going to be a boring-ass movie.
It would have to be Furiosa after the events for it to be good.
Yeah, if it's before, it's just going to be boring because she's quote-unquote the best, so we're already going to have the instinctive of her doing good. If it's of the story of her losing her arm, it's kind of bland and tasteless because we already know she loses that arm.
So here we go. He has met with Anya Taylor-Joy about the Furious prequel spin-off and hopes to begin production in 2021.
So it's happening.
I don't know who it's going to be because Anya's not. It's Charlize Theron that plays Furiosa, so.
Yeah, I know. It's Mr. Wrong.
Yeah, Anya is the she's the actress from Split.
Oh, okay.
But now in this tweet that they did, and Fandom did the tweet, they put a photo of Anya in her new movie next to a photo of Furiosa. So I'm wondering if it is going to be Furiosa.
A recast.
Yeah, she's playing like a young Furiosa.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Only
time will tell. It's still too early.
If it's a prequel, okay, this is the problem I have with prequels or origin stories. Sure, origin stories are great and they can be entertaining, but us, the audience, already knows what's going to happen. If it's going to be of how she loses her arm, it's going to be tasteless because we know she's going to survive. It has to have something gripping for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie or sugarcoat it, I don't think Mad Max has enough story for it.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like prequels can work depending on how you handle them. The problem is most of the time prequels get treated as a let me tell the things I forgot to tell in the last one.
And then it doesn't even explain it.
And then it fucks up the future movie.
Yeah.
Like
now, you want the best
Prometheus.
Oh God. Okay.
Prometheus gunks up Alien.
It heavily gunks up Alien
because he gave too much of a reason behind why the aliens exist. Just let the aliens fucking exist.
Yeah, they're weird hybrid creatures. Who cares?
They didn't need to be.
Now, you want to know the best prequel story? And I think you'll agree.
Hit me with it.
The Hobbit.
That's a good prequel story. And the reason why that works as a prequel story so much, though, is because it's a prequel story that doesn't follow the prequel. Like, the characters that it's following aren't what it's going to follow next. So,
okay, yeah,
you're not, like, the
you're
prequel
right.
is not about Frodo. It's about Bilbo, who's only in the Lord of the Rings for a small bit.
Yeah.
I think that's why it works.
It's a baton pass, if you will.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what it is. The very first movie is his 170th birthday.
Something like that.
And he does the magic trick with the ring and decides to travel. He just goes.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves the ring behind, and he isn't in it until the second movie when he
Gets all Gollum face because he sees the ring.
But yeah, no, I want to know more. If I can get a little bit more, even if I do, I still feel like this project isn't going to work.
Right.
It has to be a sequel. It has to.
Yeah, we'll wait for a little bit more information and then we'll see.
Okay.
So, sorry to step on your shell there, but it's just Mad Max and made me think about it. So
It's fine. I was a little frustrated that you had to mention it, but it's good to talk about it. It's good to take it off the chest.
something you might like.
Hit me.
The Lupin the Third movie.
Oh yeah.
Confirmed theatrical release for US.
Good.
Later this year, both subbed and dubbed, so whichever you prefer.
Well, I don't care either way. It's
So-
you I worry about.
Yeah, but okay, so you have made the argument of there's Japanese actors that put a lot of work into their characters, and then we've made the argument there's American actors put a lot of work in and whatnot, right?
Correct.
I've been playing Jump Force a little bit, and I've realized how much I hate the Japanese voice for Goku.
It's a woman.
I know.
Okay.
That's not why I hate it.
Okay. She's been doing that voice for, 15
No, I know. I know she's been doing it for a long time. I don't like it.
Okay.
I just don't like Goku's voice.
Yeah. Okay.
It's weird. I don't
Okay.
like it.
I guess I could be right there beside you. I also don't like... I prefer Vegeta's Japanese voice.
Yeah. The voice actor, though, for Kuwabara in Japanese, not bad.
Oh, yeah.
I like Sabat a lot, though.
Oh, Sabat does know how to do a voice.
So it's like it's very back and forth. It actually, the character I made in Jump Force, it's Kuwabara. We gave him the hair, the proper color, made his face look like him.
The Pompadour?
Yeah, we did the first name, and we even picked the voice that sounds most like his voice, Japanese voice actor. And the whole reason was because he always I feel like he's the ignored character in this franchise sometimes because he's not in the whole end half of that series.
You're right.
because he's off getting ready for school. And I'm like, he's an amazing fucking character. Stop ignoring him.
Yeah. And the introduction to that character of Urameshi getting walked up to by him and saying, all right, it's my turn to win. And Urameshi going, no.
Yeah. I'm going to beat you up so bad even kittens won't look at you.
Yeah, that was a good line. But it's the fact that, he went up and did that, and then Urameshi's like, I could just kick your ass all day.
Mm-hmm.
And Kuwabara's drive is not to surpass, it's just to meet the level.
Mm-hmm.
He never wants to really surpass. And then when he realizes, okay, well, I know I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be his friend.
Well, then he's got his whole code of conduct, too. There's just so many good things about Kuwabara.
Kuwabara's a cool dude.
And I didn't like that he was left out of the UU characters that were added to the game. Just like he gets left out at the end of the series. So I was like, I'm going to make Kuwabara and let him be part of this.
Okay. As far as Jump Force goes, it's Shonen Jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of characters that are left out of that.
There are.
That makes me go, ugh. The fact that they have JoJo behind a fucking paywall made me cringe. No. I was like, I can't play with Jotaro or Dio. Like, if I could have Dio, oh god, I'd be playing that game.
There's a JoJo character in there. I just don't know who it is.
I think it was Kakyoin.
I don't know.
Even still, I know there are JoJo characters, but most of them are behind a fucking paywall.
All they had for Yu was Yusuke and younger Toguro.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. That's actually kind of interesting.
I was like, no, fuck, I'm spacing on names tonight.
Hiei.
Thank you. Hiei or Kurama.
Yeah.
Hell, I would have even accepted Pacifier Breath.
Yeah.
Botan, something.
I don't think, Botan would probably be like a backup.
She is the, like River Styx and all. She's the Grim Reaper.
She is the Grim Reaper.
I felt they always kind of played that down a little bit.
Like, I don't know. Jump Force, I feel like, was very underwhelming as well as with combat, too.
I'm enjoying the fighting in it.
Mm.
Granted, I did go with Goku as my leader, so I just keep doing a lot of Kame.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the fighting. I enjoyed the charge ups.
I don't know. Now that Steam was a little bit broken for a little bit, and they assessed the situation as of now, where Steam Remote Play was having a hard time with controllers.
Mm-hmm.
They just repaired it, so hopefully when I get home, or maybe over the next couple of days, Goon and I will go through like Soul Calibur 6 and some other fighting games. We played a weird one not too long ago. Are you ready for this?
Them fighting herds? Not even words? Oh, this is the My Little Pony thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't care about this.
No. The only reason why is because it feels so fucking good. Me and him both love fighting games, and when I popped this on, he's like, "What the fuck is this?" I accidentally downloaded it. Let's go. I'm like, grab your controller. He's like, all right.
Accidentally on purpose?
Accidentally. I didn't realize that I had installed it. We popped in and we found our mains like that. We locked down and we were going hard on it and we didn't know why. But Them's Fighting Herds is a My Little Pony, I don't want to call it inspired, but it has...
I feel like inspired is the right word.
Okay. But it's livestock that can fight, and they have very interesting individualism. There's a llama that only giggles and spits as far as getting words across.
I'm gonna kind of put this to the test real quick. Let's see. This Skull Girls. Unlock unique lobby items when you own more than one of these titles, and it's got Skull Girls there. Okay, but
okay, go ahead.
So Skull Girl and themed characters in it. That's kind of cool. Okay,
yeah. Okay.
This for Skull Girls. Skull Girls.
Skull Girls.
Okay. Skull Girls or Tekken.
Which Tekken?
I'll let you pick.
Okay, Tekken 4.
Okay, so
okay.
Tekken 4.
Tekken 4.
Tekken 4. Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2.
Okay. Street Fighter 2. Mortal Kombat. Your pick.
Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2. Yeah. Okay. Street Fighter 2, any of the Soul Calibers, your pick.
Street Fighter 2.
Okay, so Street Fighter 2 is the winner.
Top
brass.
Oh, you want my top?
Okay, yeah. What's your top?
My top would probably be Guilty Gear. Probably Guilty Gear Reload.
Beats out Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the fucking opening for Guilty Gear 2. Guilty Gear Reload. Opening.
I was curious because you're talking about how great this feels, and
Like-
is a big important part of a fighting game.
Like this was in the arcades. Look at how fucking crisp this shit is. Like, just to walk up to an arcade machine that has this. Like, if you can hear the music, I guarantee it, you'd be like, oh, I'm down. I'm down for one or two fights.
I forgot about Capcom too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is another one that's up there, too. Oh, shit.
That or Street Fighter 2.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's, well, to be fair, that was in my stomping grounds for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Guilty Gear XX Reload is another good one. God, there's so many good fighting games. Like, a lot.
See, Mortal Kombat's my top.
Yeah,
But
I can't throw
For
Mortal
me,
Kombat
it's,
up there.
it's a lot of it's the story.
Yeah, I can see the story being a thing.
Tekken was a big one for me for a very long time, but then Tekken took a huge nosedive. With
6.
With 6.
Yes. And Street Fighter X Tekken kind of pulled that away from me, too.
Yeah, my issue with that was you brought in the Tekken characters and gave them Street Fighter controls.
Correct.
And it was like, why would you do that? They should each have their own set of controls.
Correct.
So, and as people, the only people that are buying that game are people that play Tekken and Street Fighter. So they're going to be fine having to know both sets of controls. Because guess what? They know those both sets of controls.
Correct.
Or they at least know the
Now-
control sets for the characters they want to play.
Now, what I will say is when Akuma rolled over to Tekken,
Mhm.
his controls stayed pretty good.
Mhm.
They didn't seem to jack him up to any. Same thing for Geese when he rolled over to Tekken.
Mhm.
He had his pretzel moves, which were very difficult to input, but very satisfying for him to go predictable and whipping you onto the other side because of a perfect parry. You know, it's things like that that make me go, leave developers that know what they're doing alone.
Mhm.
But if there is a developer that is doing something that is not going to be received well, hopefully they'll have the instinct to say, hey, I'm working on this project to I don't want to say to an open cast, but to a closed group of people to get some feedback to hopefully change how that'll be received.
I mean, there's a reason why they do test audiences for movies. Not every movie does a test audience.
No, of course not.
But there's a reason why they do these things. There's a reason why they do test audiences for commercials and for new products that they're thinking about putting in stores and just things like that in general. And it's because sometimes one person's vision might be missing something.
You're right. And I mean, there is QA testers for video games. It's just they don't go after the story. They go after bugs.
Yeah.
Which kind of isn't very nice.
I feel like a QA tester somewhere should have been like, hey, yeah, the Tekken characters feel like shit because they're Street Fighter controls.
But then that's the other side is that they know the controls of both, so they can't generalize from the outside like we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's strange.
I 7 was a little bit better. I never finished it though.
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't expect you to, because I remember you were kind of stuck on Akuma.
yeah, well, even you were having trouble with that battle.
I
It
was.
was kind of a bullshit battle.
Yeah. He would go into like a second rage and just regenerate health, so you had to try and get in there, but he had the worst fucking push game.
Yeah, that pissed me off. But we have your favorite segment of the day.
But up shoe news. All right.
I would wear these.
You know what? I would get rid of
They
that
would
little
be
tag.
purely jogging.
I would
I
get-
always take those things off.
Yeah, we get rid of the tag, but Ninja and Adidas worked together to make a pretty okay and stellar looking orange blue with very slight yellow, almost headbandish.
It makes me think of two things.
Go ahead.
One, Rugrats. I don't know why. I look at it and I just see Rugrats. I don't know.
I can see a little bit of Chucky in there.
Okay, it just for some reason I just Rugrats.
I could see a little bit of Chucky in there. Go. Okay.
From the laces to the different colors. 2, anytime I see Jerry Seinfeld's shoes. Because he's always got loud-ass shoes.
So you have mentioned that Jerry Seinfeld can just put on whatever and go.
Yeah, it works for him.
It works for him. But Ninja got a little tiny keychain bandolier that's attached to the side that says "Time in." It looks good. They look good. There's nothing really negative to say about it. It is orange, so you got to be aware that whatever you wear with it, it will have a high potential of a clash, but I don't think it'd be that bad.
Either wear them while you're working out, because loud shoes while working out always works, or a pair of blue jeans.
I can see that with a pair of blue jeans.
Like a nice darker blue jean.
Yeah.
It also says "time in" on a little plastic piece that goes at the bottom of the shoelaces.
Yes.
So I take it that's the slogan. I haven't watched a lot of Ninja, so.
I also have not. There's nothing negative. Adidas knows how to make shoes. Ninja is also on the sole, which is kind of...
Stepping on his face.
Yeah, it's very strange. I mean, strange as in, I wasn't expecting him to get shoes.
So do we have a release date on these?
I believe I saw that it was...
Summer. Okay.
Summer. But then again, it may get pushed back as a result of the thing we cannot talk about.
Yeah. Why can't we talk about?
Apparently things are getting pulled off of YouTube if it has any traces of that thing of which we cannot talk about.
Pull me.
Like
fuck off.
Yeah, no.
They're 130 for the shoes.
No, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
That's a bit high price for jogging shoes.
Yeah, that's gonna become the problem. Is like you're not gonna want to damage these.
Like 90 would be pushing it, but that'd be fairer, especially for Adidas runners. But yeah, okay. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna go check the store for something. Let's go $100 for Superstars. $80 for Superstars. For Pharrell Williams, $180, but even still, those are technically designers. Would you consider those designers? Pharrell Williams?
I mean, because they've got his name on it, probably.
Okay, just making sure I'm not crazy.
Like, it's not like Jordans where it's like, you expect new Jordans, you know?
$600. Woo. Pharrell Williams, 140s, 110. What? $80 for fucking flip-flops. What the fuck?
Yes, I don't get that. I also don't get the whole flip-flop thing, period. I don't like them.
I'll bash your head in with some Gucci flip-flops.
The only time I wear flip-flops is a cheap-ass pair, and that's to go into the sauna at the gym. And I don't even go to the gym anymore, so.
But
that's just because I don't want foot fungus.
I just wanted to see how much was a differential between that and other shoes of regular variety. Any other things you got?
Yeah, I got a couple little things.
Hit me.
Did you play Elder Scrolls Blade at all?
For maybe 2 seconds.
Yeah, I played it. I did the pre-order. I mean, you didn't pay anything, but I did the pre-order. I played it. My issue was I could go into anything, pretty much any level, and still win, as long as you were good enough. So I got very bored very quickly.
Okay.
But for those of you that want to get back into it, or those of you who want to try it for your first time, it's coming to the Switch.
Hey.
That might be kind of interesting with the Joy-Cons. You know? Let's see what that's like. But yeah, so Elder Scrolls Blades will be coming to the Switch. It's a dungeon crawler. That's pretty much its only purpose, you know? So don't go in expecting a full Elder Scrolls game from this. Also, some people have discovered that since there's no inventory in the new Half-Life VR, they're really taking the term of being able to react with things to just cart a bunch of shit around with them. Can't put it in my inventory? I'll fucking take it anyways. So, if you want to find some fun stuff to do on your VR game, try to see how much shit you can carry from one end to the other.
Just start whipping things across the map.
There you go. Picard is currently free. Yes, with a code that Patrick Stewart put out there, and I'm sure you can find it a few other places. If you go and check his Twitter, he gave a code so you can watch Picard for free on CBS All Access.
Quincy, don't fuck with me.
I'm not fucking with you.
Woo!
So,
all right, I'll watch a couple episodes tomorrow. Holy shit! I was gonna be like, I'll watch. Oh man, there's a lot of things I need to watch.
We have a prequel for Doctor Who coming out. It'll be Rose. It'll be for the 15th anniversary, and Russell T Davies is actually helping pen it. And it'll be the history of how 9 rose from the rubble of the Time War. So, filling in some of the gaps that even the original show never really covered.
Okay, I need to get into it. I know.
Yeah,
because you're saying things. I get it, and I can understand most of it. But there's a time war.
Yeah, about a good ways in towards the end of the original series. There's a time war, and it actually results in the destruction of his home planet. He's not from Earth.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I get that.
Okay.
It's just. There was a war that was based around time.
It was between the Daleks and the Time Lords, and it became a fixed point in time, so he can't even go back in time to save his planet.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, you can't revisit fixed points in time.
Huh.
There's a lot more to that show than people realize. So.
Okay, all right, I can fuck with that.
Let's see. We got some more and more artwork is coming out from Infinity War and Endgame that was unused stuff, including Strange wearing parts of Tony's suit to do shit. Now we've got some new Iron Spider art that has come out from Infinity War. Some close-up looks at the suit is pretty much what it is, but gives you a little bit more ideas of some of the workings of it. Let's see. You already talked about arms. Disney Plus announces a pair of Disney nature films for April 3rd, narrated by Meghan Markle and Natalie Portman. So get your nature on while we're still stuck in lockdown.
I'm listening to a very attractive woman.
There you go. A couple things for people to do while they're stuck home, not be able to do things. The British Library is currently letting you do like kind of a virtual tour. It's not exactly a virtual tour, but it's kind of close of their Harry Potter: A History of Magic or Hogwarts History of Magic thing that they've got. As well as the Winchester Mystery House has a virtual tour you can do online. I will actually be taking that myself because that seems really interesting and I want to check it out.
Okay.
So, while cabin fever's going strong, here's a few little things for you to do while we're locked up.
I was locked up for the last couple of days, and as I said, I've just been racing around playing a battle royale in a racing game. That's so bizarre to say.
It is a really bizarre way of describing it.
And that's basically what it is. It's called the Eliminator.
Yeah, I feel like without the actual battling to the last man standing, because it's racing to the last man standing, I feel like battle royale is the wrong term.
That's their words, not mine.
Yeah.
And I mean, shit, they got fucking Legos. Shut up.
Yeah.
And Hot Wheels. Shut up.
And the off chance that what you're hearing is true, I won't say why. I won't say the word, but due to the current situation,
yes,
Avengers Academy's construction has been put on hold at request of the California government.
That's fine.
So
I'm okay with it just because of the requisite that it is. There's no way we can keep basically trying to pussyfoot around. This is an issue.
Yeah, I mean, you really got to look at the states that are getting hit hard and how they are and aren't handling things.
Correct.
You know, that'll really show you the proper way to do things. We are currently in a state that got an A. They actually graded it that way. We got an A for our social distancing. Based off of cell phone usage. They're tracking people. They were looking at people's phones and seeing how close phones are and whatnot. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. What else
and we shut down almost 80% of our tourist attractions. So
80% of our state.
Oh shit. Yeah.
They're shutting down most of Lake Mead now. They're leaving like a one trail or one thing. That's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
And let's see. I had one more thing.
Uno más.
Uno más, por favor.
Uno más.
Where did it go?
Buff.
Oh, here we go. Discovery. Season 3 is going to have to be postponed. Obviously, same reasons.
Oh yeah, of course.
So,
God, everything's getting nudged, and I don't like it.
It is. CW had to redo their lineups and push one show forward because that show was done, and push another show back because it wasn't, and stuff like that. Where it was like The other show, the one that's done, the reason why it was happening later was because it's the less popular show, but they got to have something on TV, especially with everybody stuck home.
Yeah. And the sooner you put something out, the happier we'll be, but then you'll have a lot of tired people. It's a weird cycle we live in.
It is.
We live in a society.
But we will surpass it.
Yes. As we did with the Black Plague, as we did with SARS, as we did with Ebola, as we did with insert thing here, we will.
As South Park did with the Jersey people.
Oh my god.
Here's one for you.
You have muff
Came
cabbage.
across my phone. Casada revealed some unfinished images for his take on current Punisher, Berthanol's Punisher.
Yeah.
There's that. Cool.
I like that. That's
picture
a good,
with a
nice
bullet. If you go to Casada's Twitter page, he's got the link to these.
That looks good.
The skull made out of guns with a light
That one I've
behind it.
seen.
That one you've seen?
That one I've seen.
So, yeah, there's some cool ones out there. Casada kind of just throws shit like this up on his Twitter all the time. So,
All right, I'll have to definitely follow him.
yeah, he's into Punisher. I mean, he's a comic book guy, you know. He's into all kinds of things like that. But Punisher's definitely one of those ones he's a big fan of. And lastly, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer is coming to Switch and PlayStation 4. So, anyone that wants to go back, jump on that pod racer and spend probably less time than the movie did on it.
Shit.
So, that's what I have for you guys. I know not a big one, but like we warned you, world is closing on down.
It is. And it's depressing.
Yeah, we'll get back from it though.
Yeah, we will. It's just going to take a little bit. Hopefully next week we'll have more to talk about, at least in general. We'll have probably a theme or something to babble on about. Remember to follow the links down below, our personal Twitters, our little tiny affiliate codes. Lipton, give us a sponsor. I'm not going to stop trying. Go ahead and hit me. I see that gleam in your eye. Hit me.
We just want you guys to know that we've been thinking of you a latte.
You're using latte a lot.
The latte works really well in a lot of these.
It does, because latte.
It's just, okay. You know, you're a perfect blend. Bye, everyone.